It seemed like all the critters, big and little, long-tail, bobtail, and no-tail, had to go once a year to make peace with old Aunt Nancy. That's just how it always was. You could be the slickest fox or the slowest possum, but when the time came, you packed up and headed off. The wind would start to shift, the trees would hush, and somewhere way off in the holler, you'd feel a chill crawl up your back. That meant Aunt Nancy was calling, and her call reached further than the rivers ran, and the pines grew tall. Aunt Nancy was the grandee of Mammy Bammy Big Money, or so they say. Nobody questioned it. She didn't live close by, not even near, but her rule carried on the air like pollen in the spring. When she called the critters, she didn't shout or holler. All she had to do was toss her head back, suck in one long breath, and every creature, fur, feather, or scale, felt it. Even the trees seemed to lean in her direction. Most critters packed up quick and made the journey. Most, that is, except for one. Old Brer Rabbit. He'd done been before, and he weren't going again. No, sir. He sat out back of his snug little house tucked under the shade of a wild plum tree, smoking his corncob pipe and chewing his cud, like he ain't had a care in the world. When the other animals came around to fetch him, he shook his head slow and said, "I ain't traipsin' way off to no far country just to see Aunt Nancy again." He didn't speak loud, but he spoke sure. The others tried to warn him. "You best come on," they said, glancing around like the trees might be listening. But Brer Rabbit just leaned back on his porch rail, a little grin crawling up his cheek. "I done been and seed," he said. "Ain't going no more. When y'all get there, just ask Aunt Nancy to shake hands with you. Then you'll see what I done seen." The others shook their heads, uneasy, but they knew better than to argue. One by one, they turned and followed the fading path into the woods.